Hello everyone, this is Tonya from the Creative at Home Erasmus Plus project partnership, and here we are again for a very useful tutorial about a highly appreciable creative tool nowadays for creating podcasts this time, and this is Anchor FM. First of all, let's not forget that podcast creation is becoming more and more popular nowadays. It's a new way to promote your creative job. And it's very suitable for artists and creators from all different fields. What about Anchor FM? So Anchor is a free podcasting platform. Of course, there are some subscription packages, but now we will present only the free possibilities of this tool. It is powered by Spotify, and it makes podcast creation easier than ever. First of all, as always, you click on the Get Started button and you start signing up for your new Anchor account. Choose your username and your password and just sign in. We won't stick to this general information, but let's dive in directly to the most important info about your podcast settings this time. So once you are in and signed up, you can choose directly a name for your first podcast. In addition, from the settings button, you can give a short description to your upcoming podcast, and also choose a very creative and interesting, catchy cover art for your podcast. This is the first image that your audience is gonna see while searching for new podcasts. In addition, of course, don't forget to choose the category that suits you better, such as, for example, arts, entertainment, etc., and the language of your podcast. Once you complete this introductory information, you can start filling out the details of your podcast. That means that you can categorize from the podcast details your podcast content. And you have a very big variety of choices from the drop-down menu. Finally, what is important to check is the podcast availability. This means that you can choose the right channels that will distribute your content. What is interesting to say is that Anchor allows your podcast to appear in other podcast listening platforms. Sometimes this happens automatically, and it is also for free. But however, there are also other very popular channels such as Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, hundreds of options where you could pay a small subscription fee and thus augment the distribution channel of your podcasts. You can either start recording directly, or you can publish an already recorded episode from your files. You can choose whichever option is easier for you, but the good thing with Anchor is that it gives you the chance to record and also edit your audio content directly from the Anchor platform. This is great for amateurs and less experienced podcasters. Because it gives you the option to record your episode right from your browser. Imagine that you can do so even using your own mobile phone. If, however, you prefer to take your time and create an episode, save it on your computer, you can then just search from the library section your files and upload an already made podcast episode. Another very cool possibility that Anchor FM provides is that your listeners can send you directly voice messages, giving you feedback on your podcast, and in this way you can always improve yourself, improve your content, and also create a very interactive approach with your audience. Finally, from the transition button here at the end of the menu, you can find a list with free music and sound effects to add in order to avoid a boring result at the final episode that you will create. At the end, it is very important to note that Anchor FM gives its users the possibility to check the performance, the actual performance of their episodes. So once you are done and finished, you will receive some diagrams and data provided automatically by Anchor FM that could help you track your podcasting progress and thus improve yourself all the time, creating better and better episodes. This is more or less the most important information about Anchor FM. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to check our website creativitycluster.eu for more episodes. Thank you very much.